Fallout, check out this scoreboard. So Parallax with 3 eliminations.
Does
Kenneth
have one? He has none. Not that we can see at least. He might be on page 2.
Okay, so
Nate Hill with 2. Go School with 2. General with 2. Spaceline and Nick A30. I only see 2 for Spaceline. Don't see Nick A30 up there, so I don't know if we've broken that 4 elimination threshold. If you don't know what we're talking about, the points format for this tournament is a combination of placement and eliminations. You have to get 4 eliminations to get a point, so it's not a point per elimination like some people have seen in past formats. It's just like PAX West, where you have to get at least a threshold of points. We're talking the highest level of gameplay here. Look at that quick grenade into an edit.
Oh, he takes a massive chunk of damage, though. Painful has gone down. Pookie Face and Tyler's are here, and Liquid Strafe is not that far away.
Look at Jared FPS just turtling up here. Gonna show us the love for the mixer partner here. 38 is the number of his team. I think he doesn't have a teammate here. I don't see any other 38s on my screen, so I think Jared is by himself.
Don't either. He might be.
General gets his 3rd.
General, man, he's insane.
He took out Ninja and Cypher pretty much 1v2 in terms of elimination. I mean, wow, he is such a good player. Currently a free agent, I believe, not under an organization. So really excited to see where he lands, where his home is. A lot of great organizations entering the scene. VGJ, we got FlyQuest, who picked up some folks in September and August. A lot of great esports orgs entering the scene.
Look at this. 58 players still left alive. Fallout. These lobbies are insane. They're incredibly stacked. I mean, wow. This is going to get hectic incredibly quick.
Yes, sir. 58 people, like you said. Unbelievable. Courage, though, is not looking to be in a great spot.
Courage, I believe.
The Storm 2-1. He's going to be knocked. That's Courage down. Knocked by the Storm currently. Look at Envy Lenane. I believe the French-Canadian for Team Envy, representing the boys in blue. See what he can do here.
Now, here's the thing. Courage JD's partner is very close by, but those are grenades ricocheting near the structure, bringing the whole thing down. So Courage just played themselves. So he's, I'm assuming, knocked by the Storm. And now Lenane, yeah, they're just like, Zate's like, I'm gonna pick up all that loot. Why not?
Yeah. And Lenane, I know, has great communication and always trying to improve every single game. A really strong individual player. He had a chance to compete at PAX West, and he really learned to be confident in his gameplay, never be scared to take a fight. I think that was a big learning for a lot of these players at PAX West. They all played so scared, so passive. Some of their first time playing on LAN. Not a lot of them came from other esports titles. Like I know Sketch came from another esports title, but not everyone did. So they learned for the first time. They learned the hard way in some cases, and Lenane wants to play with confidence here today. Now on top on board with Zoof, another key story here. Zoof representing Cloud9, coming from Chicago.
Look at this, man. We're going to start to fall into this little valley here. Now here's the thing, we get the new safe zone. It's a little ways away, not too far, just about center, off center here. There's a lot of players, 52 left alive. KP5's got themselves a chug jug, so they're going to be okay. I mean, look at how spread out all these teams are.
Jeez, it's crazy. But now spread out, but now starting to gather towards that circle. I see, what, at least 8 teams in the circle already on a quick rotation. Yeah. So one thing I have noticed, talking about meta, is the difference in North America and Europe. North Americans seem to rotate a lot quicker. I think they learned the hard way at PAX West. Of course, Europe did not have a PAX West equivalent to compete in.
Right.
So they maybe have not learned that lesson yet. I don't know what the reasoning is. Ooh. I can't speculate. I can just analyze it. But I am seeing quick rotations, which is smart from North America. I think the importance of rotations cannot be understated. What that means for those at home that are maybe watching for the first time or new to competitive Fortnite is you want to rotate to the center of the next storm early. You guys all play Fortnite at home. You know all about this. When you get caught in the storm, when you get caught on the edges, you get caught in danger. So rotate early, get to center circle, and really set yourself up for success. Meanwhile, Envy Lenane, the French-Canadian, as mentioned, takes out a knock on one, and basically gets the elimination.
That's right. Wiles goes down. Vape Jesus finds Brian. And again, man, we went from 52 to 42, so progress, but wow, there's still so many people. Look at this, the new safe zone is so far.
Jeez.
It's down south. A lot of players are very far away. Now, what's interesting is there's already a player there, so they can kind of... Nate Hill is actually dead center of that circle right now. There he is, number 47 down low. He is dead center of where this new circle is going to be.
I think he's a solo man right now. I think his teammate is out, but that's what Nate Hill does so well. He's always in the right spot in the right time. One of the best positioning players we've seen, and one of the most consistent players we've had a chance to see. And look at this, already center circle is Nate Hill. And he's going to have himself a nice steel catacomb for defense. Beautiful, beautiful building. quite the architect, isn't Nate Hill right now?
Yeah.
I know he's also a former soccer player. He's a very competitive person, has a good sports background, and also a great Fortnite player.
Also, just an awesome human being.
Exactly. And a pretty good-looking dude. He's a former model, I've heard.
He was doing some of that very recently. I mean, I could talk about him forever, I'll be honest. Just like I could talk about you forever. There's just so much to talk about.
A lot of great. That's one thing I noticed. If you have not been to a live event yet for Fortnite, it was one of the most amazing things. I didn't know how awesome the Fortnite community is, like how much of a community it is. I thought these people were kind of individualistic. They all wanted to succeed on their own, but really it's a great community. Everyone's so cool in person, and the community feel at PAX West was unlike anything I've experienced coming from other titles and other communities as well.
Yeah, and on top of that, to piggyback, we
actually, by the way, double elimination here.
Oh,
big plays. Sorry about that.
Plays. Oh no, just to piggyback off that, I think another thing we really appreciated was that we got to hang out with a lot of these competitive players and just talk to them, right? Have conversations to figure out, you know, what they were excited about as far as Fortnite, what things they think we could change and whatnot. So we just got to have like a just genuine conversation, and that was just awesome to see. On top of that, so many of them just showed up for their fans. It was just an unbelievable event. So if you can make it out to an event like that, please just take time and do so. It's honestly one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in my whole life. So. But look at this, man. 34 players. We're now moving into the last few circles. And people are tunneling. So we saw it on the European scene, man. If you've got a Porta-Fortress, you can literally consume everything around you. And you're in a good spot. We haven't seen anybody use Porta-Fortresses here toward the end of the game. I'm kind of hoping someone has one.
Yeah. On board now with Liquid Chap. One thing I gotta say, this Team Liquid team has squad organization has so much respect from their peers. Every pro player I talk to, and I ask them, hey, who are some of the best players? Who are the people you respect the most? They almost always say Poach, 72 hours. A lot of these Team Liquid individuals who are just so good have really redefined the meta. And meanwhile, United picked up two. Porter Rift gonna actually pick up Ghost School and I think his teammate. And 30 people left. The action's about to break down here. Let's check out Ghoul. They should take their time here. They want to be careful not to get.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I feel like I would have just stayed up high, man. Just bide as much time as you can, and they decide to just dive down, fortify. That's smart. I'll give it to them. But it's like you're saying, dude, 30 players left. Look at the space that we're operating in right now. How does this space hold 30 players? All right, well now it's 29. Okay, my bad. Miscounted.
Yep. On board now with Liquid Chap still. What are your thoughts on the Team Liquid team? You've had a chance to watch them week in, week out.
Dude, they're unbelievable. They're, again, consistent players. I got to actually meet 72 Hours and Chap and a few of the other ones. Vivid as well, and honestly, they're just really down-to-earth people. And I'm a huge fan, I'll be honest. I love those guys. They play phenomenally, and they show exactly why they deserve to be here, man.
Yep, completely agreed. Look at Zate. Zate is another player outside of the Liquid squad. If it wasn't Liquid, it was Zate who gets a lot of respect from his peers. And you see why right now. Look at the great building. Zate, not sure where he comes from. I know English isn't his first language as well. Speaks some great English, though. And he's going to get taken out here. He gets shut down by Hogman of Complexity. Zate's going to be tunneled here. And look at the high hill battle. It's going to be a build-off. For the first time in skirmish history, you might see them building to max height, because they're pretty high right now. Have you ever seen that before, where they build to max height?
No. Typically, people come down far before that. They're like,
seen it happen.
That's too high.
Yeah, if it does happen, I'll lose my mind. We see it happen all the time in playgrounds when you're practicing your building, but never in a skirmish before, that's for sure. At 72 hours in Chap.
He's got a Porta-Fortress. He's got one.
Massive. Here we go. We might see it.
72 Hours has one.
We might see it for the first time here. Chap and 72 Hours. Who is it? None other than the Liquid duo. Of course, I believe usually Poach and 72 Hours are the duo, so a slight change here. They know they are practiced for this, but maybe not super well practiced. We'll see.
Look at him. He's got it right there. So the Porta-Fortress, there it goes down. He placed it. It's an instant, gigantic metal fort. It's an instant build. It doesn't build up over time. And look at this. Players are going...
Unbelievable. Somehow, though, despite the Porta-Fortress, it's going to be Ghost Snood, who has height advantage here. He is, I believe, at the highest point right now, I think. I didn't see anyone above him, and it's going to be a shield bone. No, look at this. Multiple layers. We've seen 3 layers, high, mid, and low. This is at least 4 or 5 layers of builds right now. A bunch of eliminations go through. 72 Hours picks up a double on the Envy Boys. Meanwhile, C9 Shivsy grabs one. Wildcat gets taken out by Lenane. I'm not sure if Lenane is still alive, but it is Ghost Snood who's sitting nice and comfortable here. I think the mid ground, I'm not sure where they are. It's an unbelievable end game right now, 14 alive.
Man, we've went from 22 to 14. No, nothing, there's a change, but not a big enough change.
Yep. Poach is still up. Not sure if 72 Hours is up as well. Poach. Hogman, also in high ground. In a pretty good position here to win this one. Check out their heals, though. Hogman has nothing for heals.
Yeah. I mean, he's got 900 materials, though, 900 wood.
Poach did down one, knocked one, and then got eliminated. So I'm not sure if he picked up the elim or if the revive is coming through. Or the resurrect, yeah, the revive.
Gosh, you do not want to hear the sounds of rockets being fired. And I believe Hogman is going to build down and ramp, trying to just cover some distance here.